Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and I'm here with another week in my life. Not a lot is going on this week. It is my first week back to work after spring break. So I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. I have 2 months left of the school year and I'm so ready. So I'm trying to find some ways to make my life more fun outside of work in hopes of making it easier to get through these next couple of months of work. This weekend we are headed down to Utah to go do some stuff with our families for general conference weekend, which I will bring you along on, but until then I'm not really sure what we're going to be up to. I've got some editing to do, some books to read, all the things. I think me and my husband are actually going to run to the craft store tonight after dinner. I have a new obsession and I want to try and learn to make them, and it is French beaded flowers. They look so cool and I'm always looking for ways to do more crafts, and I love my Lego flowers, but Lego flowers get really pricey and they just don't take that long. Like compared to other Lego sets, Lego flowers go quite quickly, and so I think that these French beaded flowers could be a good alternative to having some permanent flowers in my house, but also a project that takes a little bit longer. I need to find some good audiobooks and anyways, part of the craft store run tonight is going to be getting supplies for that. And then I think my husband wants to get a notebook or something, but that's what's happening today. It is supposed to be very rainy and cold and potentially snow this week. So it's gonna be a very like cozy indoor type of week. Last week there was like a heat wave and then it's dropped back down. So we'll see what the weather ends up looking like. We're probably going to be just indoors doing stuff, but I'm gonna try and see how much of editing this video I can get done before Jacob gets home. We'll do dinner, go to craft store. That's the plan. Welcome to another video. Now Thursday afternoon and I wanted to check in. I haven't really filmed a ton this week. I feel like I got a little bit of a late start on this video and then I've just been doing stuff. I feel like I have not been sleeping very good, so I've just been kind of dragging and I don't know, just haven't had anything interesting to film. But I wanted to catch you up. We are heading out tomorrow to go down to my family's for the weekend. I think I mentioned it, but we have general conference this weekend. If you don't know, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we have twice a year a weekend where there's like a worldwide conference that we usually watch on TV. So it is like 8 hours of listening to speakers, which is great, but it can get very, like it can drag a little bit sometimes. It can be a lot to process and a lot to try and pay attention to all in one weekend. So I like to take some activities, some things to do with my hands to like keep me awake so that I don't fall asleep, because there are some people who speak in these conferences that are very monotonous and it's like very calming. And so it definitely could put you to sleep. So I'm putting together like a little activity bag for myself. I feel like a kid. But I made these bags over like Christmas break. And I've been trying to decide what to do with mine because I already have packing cubes that I like to use for my packing. So I didn't really need it for that. But I think it would make the perfect activity pouch. So I thought I'd share with you. I'm hoping all of this will fit in this bag. I don't really know, but I have a few different activities that I've got planned. First of all, I'm bringing my big book of Sudoku. I'm working my way through this. I've had it since last Christmas. So this is the main thing that I'm like, if this will fit, great. If not, I will just bring it outside of the bag. yeah, I think I'll just take this outside of the bag. The second thing, or I guess the first thing, since Sudoku didn't fit, I have is a cross stitch. I have been working on this for years and I just keep like putting it down and not picking it back up. So I would like to work on this some more. I would love to finish this year. A goal of mine. I know you were supposed to do cross stitch in a hoop. I just don't care. And it makes it easier to transport, and let's be honest, I'm not going to do that if it's a pain to take with me, and so I'm choosing to not do it with a hoop. I just, like at this point, I just need to finish it, and so whatever makes it so that I'll actually finish it, that's what I'm gonna do. And being able to just like fold it up really small and take it with me makes me more likely to finish it. So I'm not using a hoop. Maybe if I do one that I feel a little bit more invested in, I will use a hoop for that one. And then the other activity that I have decided to take up, and this one's kind of random, but I've been seeing on Pinterest, all of these people make French beaded flowers, and they look so cool. When I was a kid, I loved to do like make jewelry and stuff like that, so it feels a little bit akin to that. So I've gotten some supplies. I found a tutorial. I don't know if I'll actually do this during the sessions, like while we're watching it, because that might be a little bit too much brain power where I'm learning this, but if I get started on it and I feel like it's going good, then I might do it during it. So I got a few supplies for that. First off is floral stems. These are not gonna fit in that bag, so I'll just tuck them somewhere else. And then I got some wire. I was reading that you should ideally match your bead color. I'm not committed to this enough yet to go and find multiple colors of wire, so I just got silver. I feel like that will look relatively neutral. I got 3 colors of beads to start with. I don't really know what I'm doing still, so take everything I'm about to say in right now with a grain of salt, but I obviously got some green for like leaves and stems and stuff. This is kind of a brighter green. Not sure how I feel about that yet, but and then one of the first tutorials on the like playlist that I found is lavender. So I got some purple for lavender, and then I just got some blue ones because they had one of the other early tutorials was blue. So that's what I'm gonna start with is those 3 colors, and if I get really into it, I'll find more. And then I did get some tubs to put those in so that I have something I can put a lid on. I'm not sure if this is gonna be my perfect solution yet. I would have loved some slightly smaller ones, but for now, this is going to do because this was all I could find at my Target. And the last thing that I needed for that is my jewelry pliers. I have had these for years and years and years. They look old, but I have 2 of them, so I'm gonna bring both. I don't know that I will need 2, but these are like needle nose pliers, plus they have the little jump ring thing, and then they have wire cutters. So I have kind of all of my tools in one, and these have been very handy. I've used these for so long. And that's kind of what's going in my activity bag. The one other thing I'm bringing this weekend that I don't think I'm gonna put in there, and maybe I'll find something else that I end up wanting to put in there, I don't know, we'll see. But I am bringing a book with me, one that I'm going to be annotating, so maybe I'll throw my annotation stuff in there. But I'm gonna be starting the robe this weekend because it's Easter weekend. It feels fitting, so I want to annotate this one. I would love to read a good amount of this weekend. We'll see how well I make that happen, but I'll be bringing my annotation supplies for that. But that's what's happening. I'm going to see how much editing on my wrap-up video I can get done before Jacob gets home. And then I'm working on laundry, rotating that through so that that's just done before we leave for the weekend. And then I need to pack tonight so that we can hopefully get out of here relatively quickly. I saved myself a little bit of time. I actually ordered groceries to my mom's house of everything that I need for the weekend. So that's just there and set. Jacob's gonna make some homemade salsa. I'm gonna make a carrot cake that I do every year. That's kind of the plan. So we ordered it to her house, so I don't have to pack that up, which is nice. But yes, that is what's going on tonight, this weekend. I will try my best to film some clips of what's happening while we're down there, but I never know how much I'm gonna film when I'm like around people. So if I don't film a ton, that is why. Oh, the other thing we're doing tomorrow night, we want to stop at Ocean Mart, and Jacob's gotten really into Bulldog lately. And so he wants to go find some fun flavors. The Walmarts here surprisingly have a decent selection, but not that wide a variety of flavors. So he wanted to see if he could find some fun ones. He's specifically looking for the 4 cheese flavor. So we'll see if they have it, but we want to do that on our way down. So hopefully we get out of here relatively early tomorrow. We'll see, depending on what time we both get done with work. But that's what's going on. I will chat with you guys later, probably at the end of our weekend. I thought I'd give you guys an update really quick. The weekend went good. I ended up just working on my cross stitch and not starting the beaded flowers, which is fine. I just decided that I wasn't to the point with those where I could do it without, or like while listening to something else. I need to like focus on those first. And then once I get the hang of them, I can start having that be something that I do while I listen. I will maybe start those sometime in this next week, but probably not today. I made my carrot cake that I make every Easter, which was fun. It's so good. And then we just hung out with family the rest of the time. It was actually pretty nice weather, so we were able to go outside a bit and just kind of enjoy the sun. Then on our way home last night, I started to feel a bit scratchy in my throat. I woke up in the middle of the night with my throat hurting pretty bad, so I decided to just go ahead and take a sick day today. It's Monday. I'm not doing terrible, but I'm pretty tired and my throat definitely hurts. So I've been drinking all the throat coat tea and trying to just drink a lot of liquids in general. And I slept in, like I got up this morning and realized it was just not happening. So I like requested my time off. And then I went back to bed for like a couple hours and I might take a nap. I'm feeling just pretty run down all of a sudden. I'm not really sure where I got this. My coworker was out sick, but I feel like she was out sick with something different. So I don't really know, but I'm trying to catch up on some reading, get through some of that. I really should edit a video and put away some laundry. We'll see if I get around to that. And then I ordered groceries earlier this morning. They should be coming this afternoon sometime. And I'm going to basically try to do all the cooking for the rest of the week tonight. I planned the meals in a way that I think I can just meal prep something for lunches. And then if I just... Wow, I can't even think today. If I just make the dinner, I'm like doubling the recipe so that it'll just be dinners for the rest of the week except for Friday. Friday we'll have to figure out something for lunch, and then Jacob's actually going away this weekend. So I'm going to do a little bit of meal prepping. Hopefully I get feeling better and I can head to work tomorrow, but we will see. So that's kind of the plan, what's going on. I think I'm going to read my book and eat a snack and drink my drink for a minute, and then I might try and take a nap, and then we'll just go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. It's now Friday. I haven't really filmed much this week. I've been sick all week. I feel like I'm finally sounding a little less sick, but I'm super stuffy. I feel like I just feel... I can't even put words together. I felt like I've had a headache all week, basically. My sore throat, thankfully, has mostly gone away, but my like head congestion stuff has gotten worse. So
that just led to me not really doing anything all week, and because of that I didn't film anything. I've also been working on a reading vlog, which I feel like those always make it so that I have less to film for my vlogs, because it's all going towards those reading videos. So that's kind of what's been up. I feel like I have enough content in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.